It's bright and chilly, guys, down in the 30s, which is cold for us here in the Carolinas. We're gonna go try to catch some fish on Lake Watery. All right, guys, we made a cold run up the lake and came up to the river section. We're gonna anchor up here. I was hoping there'd be water moving. As cold as it is this morning, I thought they would be pulling water, but they're not. So we're anchoring on still water. I don't have hardly any confidence in doing this, but I'm gonna put some baits out about an hour, see what happens. Actually looks like there may even be some back current going on, which is not a good sign. So we may just have some bad timing going on here, but that's fishing. Let's look at the bait we got. We got us a good old standby chicken, but come on up to the front. We've also got some perch in here. So we'll be pulling one of these puppies out. We've got the lighter rods. So it's a big Catfish trolling rods, a little lighter action. So it'll be fun if we hook into one up here. But let me get these cut up and get them on the hook and get them in the water. All right, let's scale the sides off this. There we go. We're gonna take a fillet off of here. And we're not going super huge baits today. I'm gonna try, especially now, I had planned to maybe put out some big baits. Put that out there. A couple pieces of chicken. It's actually on the big side. I don't go with big chicken pieces, guys. I know everybody thinks, oh, you gotta use a whole chicken breast. That's all I'm using. I want something about the size of mussels. Let's get them in the water. Like I tell you, when you hook with circle hooks, you barely want it hooked. Piece of string mate, they'll grab the end of it and pull it off. Don't bury the hook with the circle hook. Out into the water. We got them on Santee rigs. Normal setup. Cast King reel on this one. 30-pound Andy line and a big Catfish trolling rod. Medium light action. If we get a big fish on this one, it's gonna fold it over. Might be hooked up here, guys. It didn't take long. I've been sitting here 10 minutes. It's a small one, but we'll take it.
I might have tightened the drag a little.
This thing's could have vibrated loose. Oh, he's a little bitty fella.
But he feels big.
I don't think that one even feels big.
No, he does feel decent. He feels like he's a few pounds.
Boom. Lift him in here. There we go. There we go. Boom. Oh, chicken eater. We got one on chicken. There we go. All right, guys, there's fish number one in the boat. That one came quick. We hadn't been here 10 minutes and hooked that one. It's a small one, but hey, I'm happy to get fish. Again, we've got 3 rods out with chicken, 3 out with perch. It's got them scattered around here. We're kind of on a little underwater point coming off an island, and we got line shallow, we got them deep. We're just gonna see what's in here. Bad sun position over here for Grayson, but we're gonna move around to him. Fish number 2.
He feels kind of good. That's some pretty tight drag, I think.
Not sure what he's doing. Grayson dressed for the cold. He got the mask on today, man. He's looking forward to going squirrel hunting this afternoon. I bribed him. I said, you come out today, do some scouting with me.
Oh, I think this one's kind of decent.
Do you?
He's up at the top there.
I think he's wrapped.
Oh, that might be why he feels so big.
Yeah, I think he's wrapped. Because he hit it kind of funny. It's like he didn't take off with it. All right, though.
He don't look too bad.
I'm happy to get him, brother.
He looks like a big eater.
I'm gonna try to baby rip it.
For the content.
It's a good fish. He ain't gonna win a tournament, but he's a good fish.
I mean, he could.
He might, if you were doing an under tournament, he'd be a decent. Not even. I don't think he'd make a good under. A little bit on the short side for that. Big male though. That mouth. I said, son. Get out of there. Get out of there. He took a piece of perch. They're eating a smorgasbord today.
Good fish.
Okay. Nice one. Fish, pal.
Thank you. He's got something to say for y'all.
He does. He's happy to see us, isn't he? All right. Nice fish. Let's get him released. There you go. All right, guys. Fish number 2. A little bit bigger. No monster, but that one came on perch. We got one on chicken, one on perch. We are anchored and just got them scattered out around us here. Water's pretty chilly. What are we looking at? 53 degrees. Muddy. It looks like I said earlier, they were pulling water earlier. We got a little bit of backflow. We ain't got the current I was hoping for. So we're gonna give it a little while. 2 fish in less than 25 minutes. Not a bad catch rate. Let's just see if we can get on some bigger ones. Small fish, shallow side. Grayson is not going to get cold today.
Nope.
Gosh, he's little. He's smaller than the last one.
And he popped off.
Ah, that's all right. That was a quick release on that one. I think we got some small fish. I think we're on some small fish, guys. That's I had another rod go over, a little pop and wouldn't hook up. So I think we're going to make a move out of here. That's a little small channel cat. I think there's a lot of small fish in there. There's probably a big one too. We've got a little bit of a breeze. We're gonna make a run down the lake and go do some drifting. All right, guys, we made a little run down the lake, got back out of the river and doing some drifting. We got a pretty consistent northwesterly, northerly wind that I think is gonna give me a pretty good drift through here. So gonna pull some baits. We've got perch on one side, chicken on the other. Got them split up equally. And 4 planer boards out, 2 on each side. 2 rods straight back, kind of the normal setup I've been running lately. Water's heavily stained is the best way to put it. It was kind of really muddy, no, not muddy, but slightly muddy in the river. It's heavily stained here where I'm at, one of the creek arms. So little different water conditions than what I've been fishing on Lake Wateree. Water temperature here, 54 degrees. So I guess the darker water is holding a little bit of heat, but it hadn't dropped as low as I thought. But then again, we haven't had really cold temperatures. This morning was our big cold snap. We went to bed last night and it was around 55 degrees and we woke up to 32. A front came through last night, had some pretty good wind for a while, and temperatures plummeted, so we were right around the freezing mark. So a little different conditions. It's going to be even worse tonight. Got guide trips for a couple of days. It's going to be 23 in the morning, which is chilly for us in the south. So it will be interesting to see if it affects the fishing. I'm fishing probably shallower than I need to be, but there's stuff in here, 8 feet of water. So there's a little bit of bait, but a lot of arches. So we're going to keep pulling through here and see if we can stick a hook in one.
Why did you set the hook?
What happened was I just put that planer board out, was letting line go out, and all of a sudden the planer board took off. And it's a fish. It may actually be into this other rod over here. We got here.
It's got pretty tight drag too. Might need you to get this.
Look at that board. I'll flip it up. Let's see here. There we go. Flip that to me. Walk that way with the rod. There we go. I'll pop it off. Now reel to my hand. Boom. It's the perfect way to do it. Rod never bends. See where you're at on that line. There you go. There you go. Now come back in this way. Perfect. Perfect. Go under me and get off to that side. Good job. Good job.
He feels good.
Well, it hit it good. I don't know how big it is.
Our cribby's in the drift.
Watch out, you're around the...
Oh man, I had high hopes for this one.
think he got the takedown rope on the...
Oh, he got out of it.
Did he? Okay. Walk over this way.
Man,
Oh, he's barely hooked, barely hooked, barely hooked, barely hooked. Let's see if we get him in the boat. I ought to boga grip this fish. Ready, go. Boom. Got him, got him.
I thought he's gonna be a lot bigger, to be honest with you.
He hit it. It's funny, that one, I had just put it out. We checked that one, the bait on the one that got hit, put it out. I was letting the line go out in the planer, and the planer board took off. Got a little mud though, that's a bad sign. It's usually a sign of inactive fish. At this point, we're happy to catch one. Get him back alive. All right, so if you've never fished Lake Wateree, it's a medium-sized reservoir. It's rurally located. It is out in the country between Charlotte, North Carolina and Columbia, South Carolina. It's about 14,000 acres. It's a little bit bigger than Lake Wylie, which is just upstream from here. Both lakes, along with Lake Norman, Mountain Island Lake, Fishing Creek Reservoir, are all built on the Catawba River. It's the same river that all these lakes are built on by Duke Energy. The only power generation done here is through the dam, and the dam is a very old, antiquated dam they're actually going to be doing some work on. There are no floodgates on it, just the turbines, and it's the only way to release water through it. So they're going to be doing some modifications on this lake in the next couple of years. They're going to be dropping the lake to just major low, so low that the boat ramps will be closed on here for about a year and a half. So, but it's a great recreational lake. There's houses on it. It is not jam-packed like a lot of places. There's a nice river section. It's full of blue cats. Flatheads are starting to show up in here, and the channel cats are the native catfish. All the blues and the flatheads have both been introduced. And striped bass. It's known for striped bass fishing, not big bass. This is a put and take reservoir, 10 fish limit, and you catch 10 any size. So, but a lot of people fish for them. And it's also known for really good crappie fishing. So, very diverse lake, loaded with bait. There is a pile of food in this lake. When you get out to the middle of the lake, around the river channels, especially this time of year in the winter, loaded, stacked up with redfin shad. There's also gizzard shad in here. So it's a very fertile lake, and it's good fishing, good place to fish. Lots of access, lots of access points. There's lots of access actually for bank fishermen too. If you want to bank fish this place, it's very good. They've just put in a new access area, really nice, modern, big facility called Molly Creek, about midway down the lake. And that one there has got plenty of opportunities for bank fishing, and putting in several parks around here. So very nice lake. Like I said, it's rurally located. It's not close to anything, which is nice, but it does get crowded in the summer, so beware. All right, guys, we got a planer board back here going real far back. I don't know if there's a fish on it or not. Go ahead and pick up on that one, Grayson. It's the outside board, and let's just see if there's a fish. If it is, it's small. It's just pulled real far back for some reason. The fish, or is it snagged on? We pulled up some fishing line a minute ago on one of the, maybe a fish.
It's something.
Is it head jerking, or are you dragging a limb?
I think I'm dragging a freaking tree.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Get that board up here and find out. That is coming in with way too much resistance. Okay, lift that up here. There. Reel to my hand. There we go. It's going to the top. I think it's a fish. Because the line looked like it was coming to the top, unless it is a fish. It is a little bitty fish. That poor thing. He was on an Uber ride. We finally got one on the perch. I had a feeling something was up with that
made
one.
my arm tired.
I know, that was kind of a good ways back. Let's see if I can flip him in from right there. Oh, perch head. Got him on a perch head. Making fish dizzy. Dude, we have caught a lot of fish this size today. I do not know where the bigger fish are. But I guess it's better not catching fish at all. It's only what, 2nd out of 5 fish that we've caught on perch?
I think so.
Normal eater size fish on Lake Wateree. All right, guys, got another fish in the boat. It's not exactly on fire today, but honestly, for wintertime, it's probably about an average catch rate. I'm not exactly in love with the muddy water. I've never been a fan of drifting in muddy water. You can catch fish in muddy water. I prefer to anchor in it. I think it's a hang up more than anything, because I've heard plenty of people catching good fish, but it just seems like it's a little more of a struggle to do it. I prefer it when it's the normal look at the water, but you can catch them in this. We're just going to keep pulling out this creek and see what happens and see what's in here. It seemed like the bite's gotten a little bit better as we've gotten deeper. We are down into, we're still only in about 10 feet of water. So we're going to pull it on down a little bit further, get this one back out, see if we can get hooked up. May have another fish on. We just got that planer board back in the water after releasing that fish. I think it's on there. Small fish if it is. There we go.
The planer board feels like it's a 200-pound blue cat with these rods.
All right, reel to my hand. There we go. Stay on. Yeah. So swimming at the boat. I think he was swimming at the boat there for a second.
Oh my goodness.
Dang, we're going downhill. We are going downhill. Man, that is a little blue. Small some of that. Get them fins up. There we go. On chicken. Oh. We're going downhill, guys. We got to get bigger. All right, folks, it's going downhill. That one got smaller. That one, I don't know. I think there's a lot of small fish in here. I think you can catch fish. I think we'll continue to catch fish. I'm going to be shocked if we upgrade on size any. It's like I've said before, it seemed like these fish kind of congregate together by size, age class, whatever you want to call it. So I think we may be stuck with this size fish. On this drift we're on, we're going to go all the way back to the river channel. So we're going to keep pulling it for a while and see if we can get on to any fish. Like I said, it's not on fire, but it's not exactly bad. The good thing about where we're at is I'm seeing arches that appear to be catfish and not a pile of bait. So we're kind of the only offering in here. Some of the other places we looked at were loaded and stacked with bait. I almost hate to fish around that much stuff, but it is what it is. It ain't getting no warmer today. I think 42 is going to be about the high. We've got clouds now, which really makes it worse. That's the thing about being out here in the cold. If you're out here, it's 45 degrees and the sun's out. You know, like this morning, it was in the 30s. It felt good, the sun was out. Now it's cloudy, it's warmer, but it's cold. But we're lucky here in the south, we get to fish. Nothing's iced over. Still on there? All right, guys, we're just bringing them in, getting ready to wind it up here. Planer board folded over. Pretty good bite. Looked like that one went over pretty hard. That one came on a piece of perch, so we're gonna see what we got. What do you think, Grayson?
With how this rod is.
You like that action on that, don't you?
Oh yeah. Dude, I love rods like this.
Look at Grayson with his face mask. He is not getting cold today, guys.
My feet are sweating. Like, these socks are gonna be very crusty when I take them off and dry.
He's got the muck boots on.
The big wool socks. Hang on a second, walk back.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Just one way to get it on camera. It's a lot easier. Reel right to my hand. There we go. Boom. That's the easy way to take one off when you have two people. Right there. I'm drinking. Get a little fish. Walk it back this way. We'll get him up in here.
Everything's happening.
Boom. Shook. Got him. This baby off of here. Piece of perch. I think that's fish number 7. I think we've had 3 good fish. A little bit of mud, another box-sized fish. If you was eating them, this would be the way to go. Wind's picking up. Hopefully you can hear me. Good fish. We're gonna chunk it back and we're gonna call it a day. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Here are a couple more videos that I think you're gonna like. I'd watch that one and then that one. No, do that one first and then that one. I don't know, just watch them both. They're both good.